How's it? Today is not March 4th. It's actually April 19th. Um yeah, it's been a long time. I was forced to take quite a few weeks off, about 7 weeks off from lifting, because I actually got hurt in this session. And it was literally the last thing I did on this session. So 7 weeks ago, I don't know what the actual diagnosis is, but I ended up hurting my rib, my left rib. Um, I felt a pop in it because at the end of the sessions, I've been doing a lot of my core movements, and I've been trying to ramp them up to make it a lot harder so that I can feel like I'm actually making progress with my core strength. And for a while I was, and for whatever reason, this day, so many weeks ago, it just didn't go well. And I think it might have been a function of landing on my ribs from snowboarding earlier, the weekend. And yeah, I've been dealing with that for ever since this day. So a lot of my symptoms are just like a lot of pain, like sharp pain with breathing, coughing, sneezing. All of that's just awful. Immediately after this session, I felt my ribs be very tender. At work, later on this day, it was just horrible. And for a while, it was pretty bad, and I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't walk straight. I think the week after this week, actually, I got sick with food poisoning, so I was bedridden for like 4 days. I didn't eat anything for 2 of those 4 days. And when I kind of was able to move around again, like just kind of stand up, it felt like my side, my ribs, it was getting better. So we initially thought it was an oblique thing, but later after that, on the following Monday, so 2 Mondays after this session, after March 4th, um, I felt the most pain I've ever been in my entire life, and it felt like a real big stabbing pain right in my rib. Um, I kind of had to. It was happening at work, so I had to basically stop moving, and it was so painful to the point where my body started getting hot like immediately, and it there was no indication as to why it was hurting. Like I didn't move weirdly. I didn't make any sharp turns. I didn't twist anything. It just hurt a tremendous amount. And then after that, like it slowly got better. But for the most part, the only things that I've been able to do is cardio. So I've been walking on the treadmill. I try to do like an hour every time I go to the gym, and yeah, it makes me sad looking at this footage because I was just starting to ramp up and starting to get back into where I wanted to be with my lower back injury, and now I have this whole other thing that I'm dealing with. I'm gonna try to lift tomorrow, so Monday, um, April 20th, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna just take it slow, take it easy. I've for the most part I've been pretty okay. I did a little bit of bodybuilding here and there for the last 2 weeks, but the last 2 weeks have also been very interesting because I actually went to Coachella last week, and then this past weekend I went to a wedding in Southern California. So I've been away, and I think now is the time to try and get back into things. It no longer hurts to breathe. It no longer hurts to cough. It definitely feels like like a big stretch in my ribs, my left side of the rib, and it is I don't know. It makes me very sad. Um, I hope to be back to where I was, in March, hopefully soon. There's only a couple weeks left in April, and maybe I'll be able to get back to my starting point from where my lower back injury was by May. That would be awesome. I think these dragon flags, like there's no shot I'll be able to do them right now. I was looking up a lot of things about how to manage this thing. I actually talked to my physical therapy friend who's helping me with my lower back stuff, and she initially thought it was an oblique tear, but given my symptoms after that very 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 bad Monday, she was like, I don't know if it's an oblique anymore. It's a lot higher than the oblique would be, like closer to the rib area. So we're not super sure what happened, but right now it feels the best it's felt since this day of training. And I'm just gonna lean on that, and hopefully things can get things will get better. I don't imagine things will be easy immediately. I haven't been able to get to, like, I haven't even really hung on the bar like this for any pull-ups or anything. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. This is the movement that caused it. I felt a pop in my left rib, and I basically had to stop immediately after this. And yeah, man, it sucks, but I haven't given up hope. I did have to take a break from like some social media stuff because I see all my friends lifting heavy weights, and I get really sad. But I'll be back. I'll be back soon, and yeah, hope you kind of stick around for that journey. But yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Shoots.